In this video, we will be solving questions related to minimization of DFA by table filling algorithm. Let us first go through the prerequisites of DFA. On each input, there is only one state to which the machine will be moving to the current state. DFA consists of Q, sigma, transition, delta, Q naught and F, which is finite set of alphabet denoted by sigma, finite set of states denoted by Q, transition function delta Q naught to A is equal to Q1, start state Q0 and final state F. Notation of DFA is done by two types, transition diagram and transition table. Minimization of DFA. Steps involved in minimization of DFA are remove all the non-reachable states from the start state. Next is for each pair P, Q. If in P, Q, one is final state and another is non-final state, then we have to mark them, and else if both are non-final or both are final states, we don't have to mark the table. And next step is repeat step 3 until no more marking can be made and combine unmarked state. This is our question. Let us try solving it. This is known as transition table. Start from A, B, C, D, E. Remove last state. A, B, C, D, E. Remove first state. On first iteration, we have to look transition where they are going on 0 and where they are going on 1. For A, B, let us look onto the table diagram. On 0 A is going to be, and on 0 B is going to be itself. So we have to write B, B on 0, and on 1 they are going, and on 1 A is going to C and B is going to D. It will be C, D. For A, C, on 0 it is going to be, and for C on 0 it is going to be itself. So on 0 B, B. For 1, on 1 A is going to C, and on 1 C is going to C itself. So it will be C, C. Next is A, D. On 0 A, D on 0 A is going to B, and D on 0 D is going to B. So it will be B, B, B. And on for A, D on 1, on 1 A is going to C, and on 1 D is going to E. So it will be C, E. For second iteration B, C. On 0 B is going to be itself C. On C 0 is going to be B, B. And for 1, on 1 B is going to D, and on 1 C is going to C itself. So it will be D, C. For B, D. For B, D on B, 0 is going to be itself, and on D 0 is going to be. So it will be B, and for 1 B is going to D and D is going to E. So it will be B, E. B, B and D, E. For C, D. For C, D on 0 it is going to be, and D on 0 it is going to be, and on C for 1 it is going to be, and on for D 1 it is going to E. Similarly, third iteration and fourth iteration. So first step was to remove all the non-reachable states. So in this diagram Every state is reachable state. A is reachable, B is reachable, D is reachable, E is reachable, and C is reachable. So there are no non-reachable states. Next step we have to mark the transition table. If for any pair P comma Q, if both are final or both are non-final, we do not have to mark onto the transition table. And if one is final and other is non-final, then we have to mark it on the transition table. For example, C comma E. For example, C comma E, one is non-final and one is final state. So we have to mark it on the transition table. C comma E. C comma E. Let us solve it. So for first A comma B, we have to check B comma B and C comma D. B comma B both are non-final and C comma D both are non-final. So we do not have to mark it on the first iteration. Don't mark. Don't mark. Next is A comma C. For A comma C, it is going to B comma B and C comma C. B comma B and C comma C both are non-final. So we have this also do not mark. Now for A comma D, on 0 it is going to B comma B and 1 C comma E. Let us see B comma B and C comma E. B comma B both are non-final, and for C comma E, one is final and one is non-final. So we have to mark it on the transition table. Let us mark. For mark it is marked. Tick. This A comma D is marked. For next B comma C. On for B comma C is going to B comma B and D comma C. B comma B both are non-final and D comma C both are non-final. So do not mark. So B comma D. B comma D. B comma B and D comma E. One is final and other is non-final. So we have to mark it on the transition table. We have to mark this on the transition table. B comma D. B comma D or D comma B. Next is C comma D. For C comma D is going to B comma B and C comma E. B comma B both are non-final and C comma E. Yes, for now we have to mark this. For C comma E, one is non-final and other is final state. So we have to mark it on the transition table. C comma D. C comma D. This one. Next is A comma B. For A comma B, it is going to B comma B and C comma D. B comma B and C comma D. C comma D. Both are non-final. So do not mark. For A comma C. For A comma C, it is going to B comma B and C comma C. B comma B and C comma E. So one is non-final and another is final state. So mark. So do not mark C comma C. All are non-final. For B comma C, it is going to B comma B and D comma C. B comma B, B comma B, B comma B and D comma C. So both are non-final. So do not mark. Oh no. Now for now D comma C is marked in this diagram. Now D comma C is marked, so we have to mark that on the transition table as well. So this will be marked. Similarly, this also, because C comma D is also marked before. C comma D, it is also marked. So mark A comma B and B comma C. A comma B and B comma C in the transition table. A comma B, A comma B and B comma C. B comma C. Now since E is the final state, anything relating to the final state E will be marked in the transition table as well. So mark all these lines. Now we are left with A comma C. For A comma C, on 0 it is going to B comma B, and on 1 it is going to C comma C. B comma B and C comma C. B comma B and C comma C. All are non-final states. Now check it. Now let us check this transition table. B comma B, no state. C comma C, no state. So we are only left with C, A comma C. So this will be our new state. So this will be our new state, and final DFA will be, since we are left with A comma C, so this will be our new state, and we will look back into the first diagram where it is going on 0 it is going to be, and C on 0 it is going to be itself. So on 0 it is going to be, and C also of 0 it is going to be. Now for 1, on 1 it is going to C, and C on 1 it is going to C itself. On 1 it is going to C, and for C it is going to C as well. And just copy all the directions and all the transition state from the original table, this table. So we got our minimized DFA.